Yes, welcome to the African Jamaican Unity channel. You know, we are the channel we are all about the truth, expose the truth. And today, you know that it's everything has to do with America and that affect all races of people, black, white, yellow, green, or purple. We don't care. From you have 2 eyes, 2 nose, 2 hands, and 2 feet, and you have conscience and you believe in a decency, honesty, and truthfulness. That is what we're all about. But if you want to ignore your conscience, then you're at the wrong channel, because we're not over here to, to massage people's ego with lies. We know that we live in a world that is corrupted, and it's led by corrupted people, and we are not about that. We're all about the truth. So today we're gonna let you watch a video of some white people in the some white people that voted for Donald Trump. You know that these people, they claim that they are Christians. I don't know which God them serve. You understand? Because God is love. These people, they don't believe in love. You understand what I'm saying? The only love they believe is that is love for their family, and not for other people who do not look like them. That's how these people operate. So we're at this channel, we're all about love, because we love each and everyone. But if you do not love us, don't expect us to love you, because we're not our ancestors. We're not going to turn, and we're not going to love our enemies, because that is wrong. You're doing that, that is like drinking poison and waiting for someone else to die. So we don't subscribe to such philosophy or anything like that. We're all about logics. So, Donald Trump voters, they thought that that Donald Trump they call him the Orange Jesus. Yes, the Orange Jesus, yes. Donald Trump is widely regarded as one of the most dishonest individuals ever elected to the US presidency. He's now turning against the very voters who once supported him. But look here, let me tell you, if you, in life, what most people don't understand, and we're going to break it down to those whose brain is not functioning enough. Yeah, so let us see the video, So if you voted for a liar, expect lies. You voted for a thief, expect to be robbed. You voted for a traitor, well, you see where this is going. So let's get one thing straight. When you elect a pathological liar, don't be surprised when he lies to you. When you voted for a man with sticky fingers, don't act shocked when he steals from you. And if you put a traitor in office, don't start crying when he betrays you, your family, and the entire country. That's like hiring a fox to guard the hen house, and then being confused when your chickens disappear overnight. Only dummies do them thing then. But here is where it gets even juicier. Many of the same people who scream about their love for God, the Bible, and the 10 Commandments are the biggest liars of them all. They pound their chests, hold up their Bibles, and claim moral superiority, while gleefully supporting a man who has personally ripped apart some of the most fundamental teachings of their own faith. So let's do a little commandment roll call and see how this guy measures up. 1, thou shalt not lie. Well, that's one went out the window on day 1. Donald Trump wouldn't know the truth if he walks up to him wearing her that and said, make honest great again. Make honesty great again. Yes. He wouldn't know that. So this is not MAGA, This is MHGA. Yeah, make honesty great again. So this man has told more lies than there are grains of sand on Florida beach. Any of the beach them. If you fact checked him in real time, you need a NASA level supercomputer to keep up. But the people them love it. 2, thou shalt not steal. Oh, but he does. The man has scammed his own supporters out of millions with fake charities, phony universities, and shady business deals. The guy literally had to pay $25 million to settle lawsuit for Trump University, aka the biggest educational scam since we found weapons of mass destruction. And don't even get started on how he's still grifting his followers for legal fees, knowing full well their money is funding his lifestyle, not his lawsuits. 3, Thou shalt not commit adultery. Adultery. Oh, this man teach married vows like expired McDonald's coupons. Useless and disposable. From Stormy Daniels to Playboy models, his affairs have more sequels than Fast and Furious franchise. Meanwhile, the same evangelicals who clutch their pearls over Bill Clinton are out there pretending Trump is the second coming of Jesus Christ. Make it make sense. Orange Jesus them call Trump. 4. Thou shalt not be false witnesses against thy neighbor. Lying about people. Trump favorite sport. He accuses his own friends, family, employees and political allies of everything under the sun the second they stop kissing his boots. The FBI, the DOJ, the court, his VP. If you cross him, you suddenly become an enemy of the state in MAGA world. Just ask Mike Pence, who found out really quick that loyalty to Trump is a one-way street, straight to betrayal. Yeah, the betrayal lunge. 5, love thy neighbor as thyself. LOL, love who? The only people Trump love are himself and whoever stroking his ego that day. The man built his whole brand on hate, division and fear-mongering. Whether it's mocking disabled reporters, throwing tantrums about immigrants, or treating black communities like an afterthought. His entire political existence is built on loving no one but himself. The caveat, these people are liars too. And the funniest part, the loudest Bible-thumping, flag-waving, God-fearing folks know all of this. They know Trump is a walking, talking contradiction to everything they claim to believe. And yet, they continue to bow at his feet. Not because they are righteous, but because they are hypocrites. They will shout out morality whilst excusing every sin under the sun when it's committed by someone who feeds their ego and triggers the libs. At the end of the day, these people don't care about commandments, values, or integrity. They care about power. And they would rather prop up a grifting, lying, cheating, power-hungry tyrant than admit that maybe, just maybe, they were wrong. So the next time they tell you how much they love God and country, remind them they voted for a liar, they voted for a thief, they voted for an adulterer, they voted for a fraud, and now they are shocked that he exactly who he has been. The quote, the great Forrest Gump, stupid is as stupid does. Never underestimate the power of stupid people coming together, especially when they are holding Bibles in one hand and voting for the devil in the other. So we are letting listen now to some people have voted for Donald Trump and them are complain. So boy, him out for defund them school. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. Yes.
Analysis found the 15 states that most rely on federal funding for its public schools in 2022 all voted for Trump.
And I voted for President Trump.
I mean, you're an educator. You didn't vote for Trump eliminating federal funds.
No, I did not vote for that. I voted for President Trump to make America first again. If we have federal cuts, then that's going to mean bigger classroom sizes. I would lose teachers, first and foremost. It's devastating.
I don't think that anyone in our county wants to cut our school funding. I don't think that anyone voted for that.
Do you mind if I ask who you voted for in the election?
I voted for Donald Trump.
An analysis found the 15 states that most rely on federal...
You hear the people, they said that they voted for Donald Trump. Yeah, man, that's orange Jesus. As you know, that Donald Trump is regarded as the most dishonest individual ever elected to the U.S. presidency. So them people, them not care about lies. So I don't know, they expect Donald Trump all of a sudden to be honest when they know the man is a liar. Donald Trump hide it. Him lie every day. Every day. Many of these individuals initially believed that his policy designed to terrorize and traumatize the American public would only target marginalized communities while leaving them as white Americans unaffected. No, reality is hitting them like a freight train. One of Trump's latest proposals, the potential elimination of the Department of Education, is causing panic among some of his own supporters. And who will bear the brunt of this reckless decision? ironically, the very demographic that historically aligned itself with him. White, high IQ, self-proclaimed patriots who consistently voted against their own interest. These individuals have been manipulated into believing that gutting public institutions, stripping funding from education and dismantling government oversight somehow benefit them. Yet, as history has reportedly shown, when the policies they endorse begin to unfold, they often find themselves among the hardest hit. The absurdity of their predicament cannot be overstated. For years, these voters have been conditioned to rally behind slogans that vilify education, expertise, and critical thinking. They have cheered for politicians who claim that big government is the enemy, only to realize too late that the very service they rely on first to be dismantled. Now, you can't fix stupid. With the prospect of losing the Department of Education, they are beginning to grasp what many have known all along. Trump's policies are not about improving the nation, but about consolidating power and enriching the elite at the expense of working class, include most of his loyal supporters who are not smart. And yet, this phenomenon is not surprising. Never underestimate the power of ignorant people banding together under a false sense of superiority. They have been duped into believing they are intellectually and morally superior, while simultaneously voting for policies that accelerate their own downfall. This is the tragic irony of American politics, a cycle in which the most gullible participant eagerly empower those who will ultimately betray them. In conclusion, Donald Trump's war on public institutions, including the Department of Education, is a glaring example of how his policy ultimately harmed the very people who have supported him the most. The white, low IQ voters who have consistently voted against their own interest out of blind loyalty, racism, or sheer ignorance are now facing the consequences of their misplaced trust. They believe that Trump's authoritarian would only hurt the others, but now they are realizing that they themselves, when you dismantle public service and attack democracy, no one is truly safe, not even those who cheered him on. This service is yet another reminder that political manipulation thrives on ignorance. Those who proudly dismiss education, expertise, and facts in favor of slogans and conspiracy theories are now waking up to the harsh reality that their so-called leader has no loyalty to them. Yet history suggests that despite their growing fears, many of these individuals will still double down on their misguided beliefs, rather admit that they were wrong. The lesson here is simple. Never underestimate the power of uneducated masses coming together under the illusion of intelligence. They will continue to use or reuse as pawn, voting against themselves, until they either break free from the cycle of manipulation or consumed by it. Never try to fix a fool, or the fool will eat you. Have yourself a nice day. Peace.